Welcome back to my workbench. In this episode we're going to be starting the disassembly of the bellows assembly of our Griesbaum whistler. And for this step you'll need some sharp tools. I like to use an X-Acto knife and a small chisel that's very sharp. First thing we do is we will want to put a new blade in our knife, and simply pop it out. And here's a little tip. These blades always come covered in oil, and what I like to do is wipe them down so you don't get oil all over the parts that you will later be re-gluing. So simply put your blade in your knife and you're good to go. Now the first step is, and I only have one shot at doing this, I can't retake this one because once I start there's really no going back. First thing you're going to want to do is remove this paper back that's on the back of the whistler, and we simply try to get our knife underneath the original backing. And this one I replaced with some fiberglass cloth material, and so it comes off pretty easily. The originals are a paper, and you may struggle with getting that off a little bit, but just go slow and be gentle. Actually, this one does appear to be a little bit on the difficult side as well. This is where we'll find the screw heads that hold the slide whistle onto the assembly of the bellows. I'm not really seeing the screw heads I was hoping to see. Let's see where those are. Okay, so they're still covered up. One is here, so I'll have to dig that material off a little bit more to get to that screw head there. And the other one appears to be right here. So with some more material removal, we'll go ahead and get to those screw heads. Maybe have to use our knife to clean out the glue and whatnot that is built up in there. And we'll go ahead and work on that a little further and show you how that cleans up. And okay, continuing on with our bellows restoration, just wanted to reposition the camera and make use of my desktop magnifying lens. Hopefully this will come out okay. But we're now able to, after some cleaning of this surface, we can see better that we can access these screws, and I will be removing these two screws. Probably spend a little more time on cleaning them up before I actually put a screwdriver to them. There's some very thin walls here, especially right here between the screw body and this little area which has the valve in it. And the valve is this little triangular brass plate, and it has this little hairspring that goes into this post. Now, I opened this one up a while back, and originally I found that this hairspring was not even touching the plate. It was backed off, and the valve was permanently open, basically. So you have to, if you find that condition, you actually have to try and reshape this spring so it puts on some force onto this little brass valve. Not an easy thing to do. It's kind of a trial and error situation. But in any case, this is what has to be done. So in our next video, I should have the slide whistle completely removed from the bellows, and then we will get into the part of taking the skins off of the bellows and redoing those.